dating age with social media, where women get bored at the drop of a hat because they got hundreds of guys that they beck and call online, Instagram, DMs, Facebook, whatever. And that's just online. Don't even get started when you go out. So women get bored and they get doing all this other shit. It ain't nothing for a bitch to flake, lie, break up with you or nothing. You ain't never in your life seen so many women ask for space. Why? They got hundreds of dicks thrown at them every day on social media.
Women are more afraid of being alone than a man. So what happens is, it's so easy for a woman to grab up a little beta male that she could go to the gym with, that she could go on dates with, and pretend to be in a relationship until one day she decides to tell him, hey, I don't want to be with you. But he looking at it like, what did I do wrong? And the problem is, she has to dispose of you before the guy that she wants finds out. All right?
Baby mama Terry is one who terrorized fathers for being their children's lives. That's one of them. That's the main definition, but there's so many others because fathers are elderly out the picture due to failed relationship divorce. They tend to run the child support just to get a financial gain and also have power over the child. That's a man's kryptonite when he's not able to be a father. And that's a woman's power structure. You know what I'm saying? So when I call baby mama Terry, it ain't got nothing to do with just somebody being a baby mama. No. It's just a baby mama Terry. Any woman, black, white, blue, or green, that is willing to destroy a father by destroying a child. So that's what a baby mama Terry is.
So what does that tell you? That tells you guys are tired of that generic bullshit. Generic bullshit. Guys are tired of that. Oh, you do the right thing, you tell her this and you do that. We done with that bullshit, guys.
You say, man, I tried being alpha with her, she left me alone. Man, I didn't call her that much, she left me alone. No. She just didn't like you.
All right, class. File on in and sit down. File on in and sit down, guys. Y'all already know what we do over here, guys. It's Mr.Goodbread, and we don't cater to any groups, gangs, communities, or religions. We cater to the truth, we cater to common sense, and we do not complicate that. All right, guys. So today, guys, I'm scrolling down Instagram and I see 3 top tier female dating coaches. They just gave up. They said, you know what? These modern women today is so delusional. They just gave up because of the woman of today and their expectations. They have unfathomable expectations. All right. On top of the fact that we have our women who want to be perfect. You know what I mean? They're chasing behind this perfect image, this perfect delusion formed by social media. Yeah, guys, I'm outside today. I had to be outside today, guys. You know, I'm outside. It was too nice in New York for you to be cooped up inside. But I'm outside today, guys. And we want to get in. We want to get it in. We want to talk about this, guys. Why is the top 3 female dating coaches quitting? Like, they just gave up hope. They just gave up hope. Now, in my opinion, guys, I never really could get jiggy with a female dating coach for the simple fact females are not good leaders. And I don't say that to be misogynistic. I say that because that's the common sense. Women have been leading our community for the past 70 years. And if you look at the statistics today, 10/20, 2021, today, you'll see that those statistics are failing. Those numbers are dropping. We are not great in the black community anymore with those women being the head of the household, guys. And even with that said, there still was women who was working with those women, trying to get those women to some knowledge. But you see, the thing is, women don't absorb knowledge the same way a man absorbs knowledge. If it goes against how she feels, then she'll neglect it. She'll neglect it, taking on that knowledge. And that's the part right there. And that same mechanism is where all our women were fooled by Zaddy. You know what I mean? Zaddy promised them things for nothing, for them to absolutely do nothing other than snitch on their brothers. Guys, you hear me say that a lot. That's what we point out the most over here on this channel, guys. Remember, when you come to this channel, guys, when you come to this class, this is the school of common sense. All right, guys? Not everybody going to like this class. Not everybody get accepted into this class, guys. You know what I mean? The majority, you heard the intro, the majority don't like this class, guys. So I want everybody that's tuned in, that attending the class tonight, our Wednesday night school, I want y'all to give yourself a round of applause. And I want y'all to give yourself a pat on the back, because it takes discipline and it takes knowing better to do better, guys. And you guys are over here. You guys are over here to gain some knowledge, to hear some truth, to gain some type of solution to a problem that is very, very, very prevalent in our society, guys. Look outside, guys. Black people not getting married. Black people not dating. Black people talking about running. They talking about running from the black community. I don't know where they're gonna go, but these are the things that we're talking about in our community. All right, guys? These are the things that's prevalent in our community. We have 29% women, 29% thinkers. That's 3 out of every 10 women you meet that got some sense, that subscribe to this class right here. And all they can do is try to give some assistance to the 7 out of 10 women. Those are the 71% women that we talk about extensively on this channel. Those are the women that all subscribe to the gynocracy, guys. Those are the women that all subscribe. Guys, y'all got your mics and everything ready?
Yeah, we ready.
We ready to roll?
We ready to roll.
I don't know if it's me or not, because now you kind of low too tonight, Mr. Approach.
I know. I don't know. I didn't bring my headphones. I'm actually out, out and about. I'm trying to.
Can you turn your volume up? Can you turn your mic up?
Right now, it's the farthest that I can go. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I don't know if the audience can hear you. Can you? I know you hear me louder than I hear you. But
Yeah,
let's get it, man.
What
do you got to say about what's going on? I mean, look! All the top 3 female dating coaches is gone. That's like if we was to lose Kevin Samuels, AMS, and Ace Spade all at once.
Well, you said the top three female dating coaches is gone.
The top three, they quit. They said they can't help the modern woman no more. They said the modern woman expectations is unrealistic.
Which I know you don't want to name no names. I can only imagine who you're talking about. But yeah, they've been said that. They've been said that because there's no way helping them. They've been programmed to be against. So once your whole spirit has been changed and your whole mindset has been changed to the point where there's no return, or you're gonna have to get that. They're gonna have to basically take the red pill themselves. At this point, we can't help them. You feel me?
Yeah, I hear you.
That's what I'm saying. Because the top 3 female dating coaches, so that means they all turn to male coaches because they can only talk to us, and because we the ones having the most problems. I mean, they've been programmed not to need us after a certain while. So, I mean,
that's a fact. I mean, I always never really subscribed to female dating coaches because they teaching from an emotional standpoint. I mean, they're not teaching you from a logical standpoint. So all they can teach you really is from pain and hurt that they suffered in their past being in the gynocracy, until they decided to not subscribe to the ways of the gynocracy. You know what I mean? A lot of women, you start to notice, they subscribe to that gynocracy and they subscribe to all of them privileges up until they not cute anymore.
Yeah. Once the wall is hit, that's when they want the good guy. This is when I need to settle down because I can't do nothing better than a good guy. This happened to me a week ago. It was three There was three white chicks on a train, and one Asian chick, and they were all drunk. And when I try not to be in people's business, I noticed it was tipsy as hell. It's downtown, and the Chinese chick was like, "Oh well, for some reason, I want a young guy, but none of the young guys want me because, I'm so old." And the white chick agreed. He was like, "Yeah, the young guys, they don't want no old chicks. They gonna want younger chicks. So I mean, black don't crack, but white women age like milk." And I'm looking at them like, yeah, we don't want nothing to do with y'all. Yeah, I mean, I don't diss older women, but if I was to go for a milf, I'm gonna get me a Lala Anthony or something. Or something that you gotta, at this point, the only way females will forever stay young is if they get that surgery and shit.
That's a
Uh,
fact. That's a fact.
so that surgery shit, when you get that surgery shit, it's like it reverses time, and all the young niggas they've been programmed to like that shit because every Facebook model I know has curves and a fake ass booty. So right now it's like okay, yeah, they program the young dudes to like that. So at this point, but the only thing if you want a milf, you gonna have to get your female that got her body done up, got her titties lifted, got her ass rounded. You feel
That's a
me?
fact. That's a fact. And that this is the thing. This is the thing right now. The older women are supposed to be teaching the younger women some sense. The older women also subscribe to the bullshit that they supposed to be teaching the younger women not to subscribe to.
Yeah.
And that's where they bumping heads. That's where the women are chasing their tail at right now.
And you're like, yeah, exactly. Because the young, what happened was, I think it was, you good at Bible scriptures better than me. So they told me, it was Titus. I think I'm making reference to Kevin Samuels when he said the older woman was supposed to teach the younger woman game to be submissive, cooperative, women. And I think it was Titus 3, verse 5. If I'm not mistaken, or I switched the numbers around, but I know it was a Titus Bible verse. So I know that's even in the Bible that the old generation, which I believe is Generation X, was supposed to spit to Generation Z, but at the same time, it's like they, I guess from the baby boomers, something happened in between that time where they didn't tell these new age modern women how to be submissive and cooperative.
But
They told them some bullshit. So and I got beef with them. I remember dating a chick at one point, and my mama see me as a baby milk provider. I'm like, damn. So you and your mama trying to fucking get me for my fucking money. And she was a college chick. I expect at one point I expect the college chick to have more integrity than regular women because you're educated. But no, that's where I'm wrong because the liberals and you got the
you
liberals.
absolutely wrong
And,
with
oh
that because they remember they went to school because they were promised that if they get the diploma they didn't have to listen to the man. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Zaddy found all of these ways to get them to reach for this independent apple, promising them stuff and never delivered on the promise. With the amount of women that reach for this independent apple, we should have more successful, wealthy. And I ain't talking about this bullshit label, brand label wealth. I'm talking about wealthy, generational wealth, generational curse broken. We should have so much of that with the amount of people that reach for this feminism stuff. And we don't have that. It's the exact opposite, and that leads us to the title today. Why do you think? Why do you think Ayala, who clearly is real, Ayala is one of the realest women consultant in this dating, in this self improvement, in this self confidence market? Why would she just quit and just stop helping? Like,
I mean, it's difficult because remember when you take the red pill, you have to understand that you everybody around you is automatically going to combat you. And the thing with the thing you have every day you're going to have new people. Basically, you live in a world where it's just like the Matrix. You got the agents, and then you got the woke people. That's people that took the red pill. Once you take that red pill, you're going to have the agents and everybody else going against you because they don't want that sheep. They don't want the black sheep to come out and say, listen, this is not supposed to be right because the agendas are always gonna, the agendas are always gonna be against you once you're not going corporate to their program, when you're not following they program. So my thing is that's what you're dealing with. That's why our last page, both our last pages, got ripped down off the platform because the agendas don't want the truth and not the hardcore truth neither. You feel me? So at this point, it's like I understand what they're going through, and it's gonna be hard talking to these women. So you might as well. It's like you're preaching to a wall. I remember when I was in when I would start talking to some of the people in my class about the red pill, they looked at me like I was the enemy. I'll never forget that. So
That's a
yeah,
fact. I remember you told me that story right there. I
yeah.
remember you told me that story. So, you know what I mean? I was also chatting with brother OKL a little earlier, and he raised up a good point. How do you feel about this? What how those women, those three coaches, what about them jumping ship before the ship sink? Clearly the red pill community is getting stronger. The red pill community is going viral. The red pill community is mainstream at this point. Could it be that these women coaches are realizing that they have no more room to wiggle? They have no more room. So they might as well jump ship now and create a new lane because teaching women that don't want to be taught how to keep a man because they feel they don't even need a man. And half of these women nowadays, they done gave up on even trying to attract a man. These women are trying to attract each other. If you ask me, these women do everything for the women attention, nothing for the male attention.
Yeah, so
How you feel about that?
how the women. So you said the women are doing everything for the male's attention. Repeat that.
I believe that. No, I said women are doing everything for female attention. Women does nothing for the male attention. We have no value to those women unless we laying D or giving them cash. Other than that,
Oh
we
yeah,
have
yeah,
no
yeah.
value to them.
I know what you're talking about. I noticed that. I noticed that too. Cause this is what's going on. I see. It's like I said, like that meme we wrote together. It was like, listen, at this point, females only see it as an ATM, and she rewards you with sex. After a while, she don't see you as a husband, as a provider. She sees you as a protector, and she sees you as a dick, as an ATM with a dick, or a dick with a wallet, or whatever you want to say. She don't see you as that man. You know, she don't want this. She's not programmed to see you as that man. They've
No,
been
remember,
programmed.
she's programmed to see you as an absolute fuck up. She's programmed to see us
Yeah,
as we can't help ourselves. So remember, Zaddy came and told her to watch over us.
yeah.
Zaddy told her watch over us or Zaddy gonna get hurt. So now they got the women feeling like they're our protector. And
Mm-hmm.
once you create that dynamic, hold on, let me prediction, ascension. All the female dating coaches are traditional. They cannot help the modern woman. Female rappers have brainwashed the youth. It's to
Mm-hmm.
keep everyone from being involved with each other. Exactly. That is the goal. The goal is we cannot be complete until we have our other half. No matter if you're a woman or a man. You know what I mean? Yeah, men are designed to last longer without our better half. So that's a fact. But that don't make us complete without our better half. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I'm trying to. I'm wondering, what female dating coaches are you talking about? Since you said Alana, who else you said?
Ayana, Ayala, RL. What's her? Oh man, it's on the thumbnail, man. It's on the thumbnail.
Because the dating coaches that you talking about is different from the ones I'm talking about. So is it okay if I kind of shop the three female coaches that I think mostly matter out? Or
Yeah. We shouting them out. If you, I know a few of them that's dope. Like I love my girl, Love Dorsey. Love Dorsey.
mm-hmm.
Shout outs to Love.
Mm-hmm. I would say I know we kind of sketchy about her, but I got love for Danica Marie because I do agree with Karen Samuels that it's good for a woman to come out and try to teach other women how to be how to be good cooperative women. So I like her, Danica Marie. I like
Yeah, you put me on to Danica. You put me on to Danica, and I've been watching a few of her shows, and she's legit. I like Danica. You've been put me on to Danica, so I've been watching
yeah.
her. I've been watching her, and I know Red Pill Awareness. He's linked with Danica and her camp and stuff. So we might be getting up. We might be linking and doing a little collabo real soon. You know, I ain't really one to be thirsty to run down on nobody, but man, Mrs. Goodbread, we open for any opportunity to show unity. So if anybody asking me to come on their platform and they real, you know we gonna be there. Hold on real quick. Chris Young, they are supposed to be raising us in our adulthood. They've been around so many simps that they think it's the norm. Absolutely. And that's the problem right there. We have 80% of dudes, 80% of hell of a sons. We see every problem always gonna link back to the mother. Everything gonna always link back to the modern independent
Yeah,
alpha female.
yeah.
Everything gonna link back to her.
Did you see
Because
how?
that,
Did you see how Hassan Campbell was coming at what's his name, FBG Duck's mom, because she raised 5 sons and they all died in the streets?
yeah, I mean, it's clear. Like we don't have a shooting problem. We don't have a prostitution problem. We have a hell of a mother thinking she right problem. We have a hell of a mother teaming with Zaddy problem. We have a public assistance problem. We have a child support problem. We have all of those problems that keep us black folks from creating generational wealth, and it's by design. And black folks are just silly enough to not see it. 71% of us 71% of us look at truth as if it's negative. How can the truth be negativity? As soon as I come opening my mouth, oh, he being negative. When I'm not being negative, I'm being truthful and I'm being helpful. But you see, the problem in our community is people don't understand help come in all forms. We have been trained that help only supposed to come in the form of giving, somebody giving you something in terms of money. No, somebody can give you knowledge, and that's worth more than money. But see, people don't understand that. People would rather be entertained instead of educated. And you know what I mean? That ties all in. That's why they didn't give slave books.
Yeah, they didn't. They didn't. Yeah, they didn't give slaves books. But they taught them Jews from the Bible just to control them. But I feel you. I feel that. I feel that's the truth.
It's a fact. It's a fact. It's a fact. You got to remember the women control the households and the men. The schools control the children, and the prisons also control the men. So that's what it is. My fault. I said that wrong. The church controls the women. The kids, the school system controls the kids, and the prisons control the dudes. So it's all designed and it's all established, and it all comes down to the master slave dynamic. It's in all the relationships you deal with in the gyno land.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. I think that gynococracy is crazy because right now it's like, well, it's been like this for 50 years. Because Dr. B. Wade did just make a video and he had like Barry White talking about. I'm talking about Barry White talking about the same shit that we talking about right now. So ain't nothing really changed. I'm just thinking now. I think we're so far along that now this is all starting to be alarming to us because we've gotten so like far from not far from yeah far from where we was that it progressed, it prolonged and made things worse. That's it.
Definitely, definitely. They cranked up the volume on the brainwash meter with Facebook and
Yeah,
social media and Instagram. You got to remember, it was always floozies, it was always Jezebels, it was always simps, but it wasn't so promoted. Social media wasn't around all of the time. You know what I mean? Like I like to think that I came up in the best era, right? My childhood ain't consist of social media, but we didn't miss out on social media. But that was the best thing that could happen to the 80s babies is not having social media, because we still had to get our skills on using our hands. We still had to use our hands. We still had to. Red Pill was good, man. Red Pill in the building. Yo, I sent you the link, Red Pill. You know, man, you gonna fight, son. I'm a head bunch of Red Pill, man. But join the live, Red Pill. You know they missing you, man.
yeah, man. Yeah, Red Pill Awareness. Shout out Red Pill Awareness. He be
Shout
sharing my
out to Red,
memes.
right? Shout out to Red Pill Awareness, man. Oh, guys, yo, those of you that be wondering who do the memes and who construct it, you listening to them, guys. That's Mr. Approach. Mr. Approach. Mr. Approach like to stay behind the scenes, and every now and then he'll stick his head in, pause. You know what I mean? But anyway, class. Oh, there you go, my guy. All right. Here come our gym teacher.
Uh
Our
oh.
divestites were attacking me. I want all of y'all to know they were saying that we red pill people and we don't like none of us is married. So I was like, well, go to my best friend's page. Mr. Bread been married for 16 years. What are y'all talking about that black men can't be married and be very
Oh yeah,
pure?
you know the shame game. You know the shame game. They always look for that because they deflect what they see in them. They think everybody is like that. Like no,
Yeah.
man.
And Chuck asking me questions about single
Huh?
moms. I'm like,
Lord, we just talking. We just.
it's crazy, man. How divestors think talking about I can't speak on divestors. I'm like, you guys, people can have y'all. We're not
Right, like
predators.
like honestly, where are y'all going? This is the funniness. This is the funny shit with the divestors. Where are they going? Like, is it another island? Are y'all creating another island? Are y'all going on space? Like,
Yeah.
where are y'all gonna go? Y'all running from the culture that y'all created. These women created this culture. These women have been at the forefront of black people for about 30 years now.
Right.
So how can you create a mess and then run from the same mess you created? No man created Hot Girl Summer. Like I said before, we enjoy watching it. We enjoy loving you shake your butt and make a fool out yourself. You know what I mean? I get
Man.
entertained. I even like seeing y'all at the gas station shaking your little tail feather and fighting on each other. You know what I mean? I don't share those videos, but I peek in on them. But we didn't create that madness. These women created that. These alpha women. And the last time I checked, what make a person alpha is that they have leadership skills. If this is the way the alpha woman is going to lead, then give me my title back.
Oh, big time, bro. I was just talking to one of the divestors, and she was saying, "Oh, so you guys think this?" And I was like, "Do you think guys?" I was like, first of all, look, sister, chill out with all that. Image has created a lot of us to fight and beef with each other, and you guys is just looking, y'all overdoing it. Well, have anybody in the red pill, the man that's still being married? I was like, yeah, it's a lot of people married. It's a lot of people that's couples. They don't have to tell their business online. Well, how do you know this? How do you prove it? I said, well, look, if you don't believe that I'm making this up, then go to the page named Mr. Bread. Go look it up. And they got bro, all four of them got quiet. They didn't know what to say. They wouldn't look you up.
Yeah, Red Pill, I love you for that, man, because we got nothing but receipts. There's nothing but receipts on my page. Like when
I'm gonna put that
y'all
page
get me.
in the
Y'all
link
really
so
get Mr.
everybody can be
Goodbread,
aware of these
Vernon
fools,
Scott. Like
man.
it's
Yeah.
no two person joint. When I'm on social media and then when I'm on this YouTube, when I log off, I'm the same person. Like I don't have time to be acting. Like act that shit too confusing. But
Come on
yeah,
now.
this is what they like. This is what they want to paint, and they suppress our relationships down. They suppress the relationships that work together. They don't want that. They don't like us. They don't like us at all. That's what I said. Not everybody gonna subscribe. Not everybody gonna subscribe, but we don't care about everybody. We only care and we only saving the students that come to class, the students that want to learn, the students that want to get some information, change their life. You know what I mean, guys?
Yeah, and we
Everybody
had a
know.
bunch of simps.
That's
We had a
Right.
bunch of simps, and the thing was like, "Oh, you only been red pill for a couple of months. You not red pill. You red pill man can't speak on women. Why y'all getting on single moms?"
See, those, in the words of my boy, Mr. Palmer, those are simp enforcers. They're gonna attack you for attacking the people that created them.
Oh yeah, definitely. Hey man, I apologize, bro. When you called, she was trying to do me with interviews, and I was saying that look, man, y'all have a obsession with hating on black men and letting like Zaddy tell you on TV to hate your brothers, right? So then the brother tells me, what light skinned nigga calls someone Zaddy?
The women, it don't matter.
I'm
See,
like, so then the lady said, why did you say Zaddy? Can you answer that? Red pill? I said, well, look, Zaddy is what y'all love to call the guy that y'all love that don't look like black men. And y'all love him on everything. You do what he say. You let him make shows about us. You let him destroy and distort our image.
yeah, you see,
And
these are clowns. These are the goof troops. I call those women the goof troops because those women they'll miss the message and reach for any little stupidity around the message to make them feel great and to make you feel
Right.
like if you're wrong about the message. So I love those goof troops girls, yo. Those are the
Yeah.
goofy ones, yo. They already know not even to play with me, yo.
What's good, brother? Y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Wonderful,
The
wonderful. How y'all
dean is
doing
in the
today?
house. The dean is in the house.
How my brother doing? It's good to see everybody on the panel. I love to see black men coming together, like-minded black men as well. So it's really good. What's going on, Mr. Approach you in the cut over there? I see.
Yeah, Mr. Approach is in his bag tonight. Mr.
I,
Approach said he
I
saw
see
that
that.
thumbnail. He said, I got a lot to talk about this.
That's
Okay,
what
I
I
let's
got a
talk
lot because
about it.
I'm glad.
you know what I'm saying? Okay.
Yeah.
No, let's talk about it though. I
Shout
came
out to
in
the chat too, guys. Shout out to the chat, y'all. Y'all got it
real
rocking.
talk.
Single mothers can't get right for shit.
Right.
Absolutely, man.
Yo, that's
Oh
crazy,
man.
man. So my take on you know, absolutely right. Prediction essential. Um, my take on this whole situation where these women are backing down from the dating coaching culture. I look at this from plenty different angles. If you're looking at it from a biblical angle, we can go to First Timothy chapter 2 and 12, where it says that I suffer a woman not to teach,
So,
and she should learn in silence. And it says that for a reason, because chaos happens when a woman teaches and a woman leads. So I look at it from another angle as well. Women are tired of dealing with these dating coaches are seeing what men are going through. They're tired of dealing with these entitled women. They give these women all the answers, all the keys, everything that they want. Yet these women are still not happy, not satisfied. The money is not even keeping these coaches where they at. Are y'all getting what I'm saying?
I get you.
So,
Yeah, I get it. Because a lot of
so
these women are 29% women, and they
you
they
know,
don't want to just take your money and not feel like they did their job.
right. And then on top of that, no, but again, let's take it a step further because a lot of women do want to take your money, but women are big on reputation. So now that we got this red pill community, and not
yep.
only that, but now that we we getting closer to what we call the end times, things that actually really getting exposed. These women don't want to fall short. They don't want to be named. They don't want to be in the same basket as these 71s. They don't. So them stepping down to me is also them not wanting to, how do I put it? They don't want to be categorized as the same woman that we have issues with as men in the red pill community. So it's a plethora of reasons why these dating coaches are stepping down, but I don't think it was just a coincidence that they just decided to step down out of the blue today in 2021. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you raised a great point, though. You raised a great point. I was just telling Mr. Approach that, and it's weird. And oddly enough, they're seeing what we see now. They're seeing what we see now.
Absolutely.
And also, they actually, you know what it is? I think it's a little bit of envious because they're out there pouring their heart and soul, and these women is still run right on over to Kevin Samuels.
Right. That's
They're
what a
still
guy
run
said
right
That's what
tonight.
I'm trying to
Right.
say. And they hang themselves because we all know why they there. The girls that go on his show are the true pick me's. They
right.
go there because they want to get picked. They're not really trying to find advice because look at the questions they ask. Um, or look at how they, look at the questions they ask. Well, how am I going to work myself to get a high
Yeah.
value man?
Yeah.
Or how can I do this for a high value man? Or okay, in my past this happened, blah blah blah. With high value man, it always ends with high value man. They don't value the black man.
Right. Right.
They just
Right.
value the high value man.
Right, the zaddy, because then there's the same women that are come off of Kevin Samuels show and say black men don't build, black men ain't shit. So then
Yeah, that's what they did tonight.
what high value male are
Yeah,
we looking for, man?
that's what they did tonight, Red Pill.
Yeah, so tonight I was on it when you called me. I'm gonna sing the lady's page. Divestors was trying to bang on me. I should send it right now so y'all can see it. And so it was a couple of emphasis courses in there. And I was just like, look, we gotta stop all this imagery that's played on us by the dominant societies, put TV where they got commercials where
Red Pill, your mic is in and out, family.
okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, you a little better. There you go.
Can you hear me better?
Yeah, you
Can
good.
y'all hear me? Okay, yeah. So I was like, you know, we was fed up with
Yeah.
imagery on TV and the
Let
news.
me get the
So when we get told the stuff that y'all see why y'all hate us, y'all only from a white
Okay,
supremacist like
Red Pill. As much
just
as I
like
want to hear what you're saying, Red Pill, you going in and out badly. I don't know if you could try to find a better area because it's going in and out. And I know that information you're trying to give is important.
okay, let me go in. Let me come back in. I'll come back in.
Okay,
All right. So hold that thought, Red Pill. Don't lose that thought.
right.
But work. Y'all
No,
raised
you know,
good
we want y'all to get the info. We not, this ain't just for clout. I want him to say what he gotta say. You know what
That's
I'm
a
saying?
fact. Because you know it's gonna be a bomb. But brother Red Pill is fact century right there.
No, that's a fact.
And
That's
and,
a
it, and
fact.
it's just sad though. It's just sad that who can tell these black modern women anything? Who can
See,
tell them?
and you know what's crazy, man? You would think these women's wake up calls would be things like, all right, let's start dating. Let's start not dating, but let's start coaching young women so they don't end up like these women we're tired of coaching. Let's form a sisterhood for the next generation. You know what they did? We give up. We're just gonna go our own way. That's how I look at it.
Yeah,
Like
but you know,
I'm telling you, I don't.
you know the
No, go
number
ahead, go
one,
ahead, go ahead.
the number one female nature thing that a lot of guys, number one female nature trait a lot of guys fail to remember. Women are not conditioned to endure long, hard periods of time. Like, you know what I mean? Long, hard periods of hardship. They're not.
Right,
You know what I mean? And
right.
and then and that's where that trait is what kicks their hypergamy into gear. You
Yes,
know what I mean? And it's a natural thing. They are hardwired to do that. They're hardwired to do
absolutely.
that. If a lioness is in the jungle and her kids is at danger, her cubs is at danger, she's gonna do what she has to do to ensure that those kids get out of the dangerous situation she's in.
Uh
And
huh.
that's all a part of that. This is why when you with a woman and you lose your job and then you lose your confidence, you lose the woman. You know what I mean? Because the
Yeah.
woman is not wired to stick around
What?
for long, hard periods of time. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying all women, because we have our 29%
Hey,
women
Mr.
who
Approach, if
stick
you talking
around a
in the
little bit
background, try to
too
mute your
long.
mic, family.
Hello?
I don't know if I heard some background noise in your mic because I was trying to hear Mr. Goodbread, but it was some background noise in your mic.
Yeah.
Okay, Red Pill, you perfect.
Okay. Yeah. I was just saying that they was going in about me, and I saw what Mr. Bread was saying. I saw the simp enforcers, and man, they was like, "Oh, you like Kevin?" Because I was like, "You like Kevin Samuels? Do you agree with Kevin Samuels?" I was like, "Well, what's wrong with disagreeing with Kevin Samuels? What did he say that was wrong?" Oh, do you think women should have stepdads? I said that's each to his own. I said back in the day it was a lot of stepdads, but today the modern women don't respect stepdads, so it wouldn't work.
No, absolutely. I,
Absolutely.
I got a question. I got a question. This for the fathers out there, fathers that's on the panel, and for the young ones that aspire to be great fathers. Um,
Jimmy Doris, what up?
yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, my question to y'all is this:
Yeah, this shit is lit.
How do you how do you coach your young daughters so they don't think like these modern women today? Also, how do you coach your young daughters that way they don't make these regrettable mistakes that cost them so much later on in life?
Yeah, it's going fingertips.
All right, I'll jump in that,
Oh, you
guys.
asking me that, bro?
Being that I got a
No,
child,
I was just that was just a question thrown out there.
yeah, I'll
Yeah, I
jump
was
in that. I
told,
eat that real quick.
people keep your families on real
It's quite
knowledge and
Okay,
simple,
hold on,
education.
hold
guys.
on.
Like I
Y'all give me
said,
one
guys.
moment. Check
Yeah,
it out.
Okay.
Mr. Goodbread trying to hold on, hold on. Mr. Goodbread trying to talk. I can't hear him, but I do hear like a background noise, like a lot of cars in the
Oh
background.
no,
That's
no,
kind of
that's me, guys. That's me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I told you I was outside today, man. I'm in the
okay,
streets.
okay then, okay then,
I'm
okay
in the
then.
streets tonight, man.
All right, so let's do it like this. Goodbread, go ahead and give your response real quick to my question. We're gonna move on to red pill then awareness.
All right. Well, real quick. All you gotta do is let your child know that there's gonna be. If you talking about a girl, you said a daughter or a son? Because there's a
A
difference.
daughter, a daughter and a son.
All right.
So the question for the daughters and the young ladies is, well, matter of fact, for the daughters, for the ladies, how do you raise a young woman
in this world. You know what I'm saying?
Well, with a girl, you gotta let her know she got some gynocratic privileges, and you're gonna teach her how to use those gynocratic privileges to help the community. That's what you do, and that's it. Once you identify the traits that she's inherited by Zaddy, that'll allow her to understand her power. See, a lot of women don't understand their natural power and then they privileged power, and they confuse the two. You know what I mean? So once you keep them separated and you constantly show them this is a privilege and this is a natural power, and they got it.
Facts. Okay, that's
And
great advice right there for me.
with the little boys, you just gotta let the little boys know that they the king, they the dominant ones. You don't emasculate your little boy under no circumstance. You don't let no woman talk to him crazy. You don't let his mother talk to him crazy.
But
That's gonna
Mr.
be
Goodbread,
hard.
you
You're
gonna
gonna
have
have to
people. You're
you're
gonna have
gonna
people
have to
coming
have
at
total
you.
control
You going
over your.
but you're gonna have people coming at you talking about you're gonna raise them to be aggressive and
I
abusive.
don't care about all that. That's the thing. That's the thing. You gotta remove all care of what Gyno Land gonna do. That's the problem. That's what keep you brainwashed and keep you in the matrix.
Facts, facts only.
Your sons, you want to make sure you step in there. You want to make sure that your baby mother is not raising him to be delusional. That delusional raising is girly. That's where they get all of the girl traits. You do not allow her to turn him into a mini version of her. And that's it. And by how you do that is you always remind him that he's the king. That when you go down, he's the next one. So when you keep installing that in him, then he feel a sense of holding something down. He feel a sense of I belong and they need me. You know what I mean? Rather than they don't really need me. You know what I mean? You can't have your kids running around here feeling like they just property. You gotta have them feeling like
Right.
they active.
Okay then. That's a great point, especially to fathers. All right, Red Pill. Let me get your perspective on that. I don't know if you want me to. I can
Can,
repeat the question.
can you hear me clearly? Yeah, you can repeat it again.
Yeah, you good.
You wonderful. So basically the question is this: for the fathers out there, for the men who aspire to be fathers, and for the women out there that need real coaching. How do you tell a woman, or how do you raise a woman up so that she doesn't hit the wall and regret 10, 15 years of her life?
You always tell her the truth, like about how everything works under the world that we in because of people's behaviors and influences. So you just give them the real red pill truth. That's what I always say and do
Okay.
because um, it's nothing to hide and keep secret because your children gonna get exposed to stuff regardless. So it'd be best, in your opinion, as the parent, is to give them the truth first.
Okay then. Okay then. Keep it real with them. Don't even like try to hold back nothing. Uh,
Nah, it's not. It's the way to put it and let them know.
I like that. I like
Absolutely.
that.
I
I
agree
like
with you. That was a great point right there, Red Pill.
it
Is
was
all
Mr.
Thanks.
Goodbread. It
the
was.
truth.
I wanted real quick. I want to say this because one thing I want to point out. Like for instance, a lot of us grew up in black households where we don't know anything about the financial situations of our parents, whether it's bills, whether they have credit cards, whether okay, this car right here is a loan, or you took a loan out for the car, or it's a lease, or you own the car. What I'm trying to say is, we grow up not knowing things. We grow up not, our parents are molded not to keep it real with the kids, so we kind of get left out there, like weak ducklings, being ready to get ate by the sharks. I like the point, Mister, not Mister, but Red Pill Awareness just brought up. That's key. I believe you shouldn't hide anything at all from your kids. And part of people hiding things is that shame. If you live in the right way and if you understand that you building legacy, I don't think you should hide anything from your kids.
Yeah, guys, it go back to this tie back to when Eve ate the apple. Was the first thing they did. They felt shame. They went and grabbed for them leaves off the tree to cover themselves. It all ties in, guys. You
Facts.
know,
And that was
absolutely,
a good
yo.
example.
Just to
That was a perfect
piggyback
example.
off of what Red Pill said, that truth got to be the love language in every relationship. Your friendship, your family, it got to be the love language, guys. We gotta with our sons, guys. We gotta allow them a chance to display masculinity. Even if you are a single moms and you running a plantation right now, you have to understand how important it is for your son, your little son, to be able to correct you. All right. If you keep beating him down, telling him he don't know what he's talking about, then you're gonna make him weak. He's not gonna be able to know how to talk to 71% women. All right. And that's the problem. That's where a lot of the little kids get messed up at, because when they in the house, their moms is the dominant slave master. You know what I mean? And they can't say nothing. They can't say no. I remember one time I was with my moms, and she ran into a lady, and she telling the lady that I had all these A pluses on my report card, and I'm sitting there, and I had to been about 8, and I'm just looking at her. Me, I would like to think I've been born with some alpha traits. So I wanted this for all of me. I was like, listen, I'm sitting there shaking my head, looking at her. She turns to me and says, "If you would have said anything out your mouth, I would have slapped you across the street." From that point on, I knew like something ain't right. Something ain't right.
I feel you on that. I feel you on that. It's like an internalized teaching that these women have put in their tradition. I'm gonna give you an example. You feel me? I was dealing with a female, and I used to tell my auntie like how stressful she was, because she used to be disagreeable, and my auntie looked me in my eyes, and she like kind of like was serious and firm, trying to teach me a quote lesson. So she said basically, "Listen, man, it doesn't matter how much a woman is wrong. Every time a woman is wrong, she's right." And I was like, "Oh, like how does that, how does that teach us as men to be like to have peace in our relationship?" And it
That's
and
a
it also and it also kind of gives me a question in my mind, like, what are these women coaching these ladies when it comes to them dating men? What are y'all telling these young women? Because if she told me that, imagine what she would have told her niece or her daughter, because she does have a daughter.
I mean, they can't tell you, they can't be teaching them anything other than how to get over. To be honest, think about it, guys. Like, it still puzzles me. Like, for the life of me, I have never had a married man run down on me and be like, "Hey, Mr. Goodbread, you should get married, yo. The greatest thing I ever did." Never,
Facts.
never.
We,
That's
we,
I like I never seen a Chinese commercial. I never seen no husband come up to somebody and say, "Hey, guys, get married. That's the greatest thing you can do."
nope.
You will never hear that. And
You,
honestly, a woman can't tell you how to find another woman, because what they're gonna say, "Oh, just don't worry, sweetie. You'll find her, you'll find her, you'll find her." But they can't point her out.
nope. Like I said, women really can't really give dating advice to men. I like that. That's something that they can't do.
Absolutely agree.
I'm not
Another thing,
I'm not
another
saying
one.
all women, but for the most part, they lean
Right.
towards the feminine nature, and they
So,
don't understand how to how a man thinks. So there's no way they can even like kind of teach you
yeah,
how to be a man as a woman.
women are gonna teach you from in the moment how she feel right now
There we go.
at 9 o'clock, 10:20, 2021. How she feeling right now is what she gonna teach you. Now tomorrow she'll wake up and not even feel that way and have a whole different lesson for you, but you still trying to learn what she taught you. So it's just gonna be a bunch of confusion. You're gonna if a woman could be teachers, if women was if God made women to be in a leader position, we'd be thriving as a community and as a whole. Because it's a million more women than us. You know what I mean? They have more opportunity, all that. And we suck. We suck.
It's sad, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like it's sad when women got to start stepping down
Right.
uh, from talking to other women. That's the sad part. And Kevin Samuels says it a lot. Winter is coming. That's not a lie.
It's not a
And
lie.
that winter is going to be colder for women.
Of
It is.
course.
And think about it, guys. We got them hell of a mothers really fighting to defund the police. See, we think literally here now. We be talking about the apocalypse and the zombies and people knocking on your door and the zaddies knocking, shooting. But honestly, on each other.
Hold on, good Brad.
So
Hold on.
defund these police. If they defund the police
You, there you go.
and they sons, it's gonna run them up. It's gonna run them up.
Good Brad. Say that one more time because you was kind of checking out.
Oh, sorry, but hold on. Prediction ascension. Women would never tell you how to have on get another woman. They're always in competition each other, which is absolutely true. What the hell am I going to tell? Think about it, guys. Think about it. Women, why would I tell you? Why would I put another? If I'm a woman, why would I put you on to a rare find? You know what I mean? I can see why guys we'll put our man onto a girl. 9 times out of 10, we done already smashed her, can't smash again, or we dealing with somebody else, but she like us, but we'll keep her in a circle by just putting our man onto her. But she'll still be a bad girl. But do you ever really know of a woman that know that this dude has alpha male traits and to put her sister on to him? Hell no.
No, no.
Hell
The
no. It
only,
just
the only, I know. I don't know some personally, like per se. But I've met some, and there some of them are polygamous, and you know what I'm saying, and they understand the order. You know,
okay. That's the and that's always gonna be the exception of the rule right there. They're always gonna be an exception of the rule.
right,
And we know
right.
that because there's 3 out of 10 women that don't subscribe to nothing that we just said on this phone. It's 3 out of 10 women listening right now that's they mouth on the floor because they couldn't believe 71% of our black women are that dumb or that goofy. Yes, sis, they
And
goofy.
it's sad to say it like that. You know, it's no disrespect, but at this point, we in the 21st century. How long do we need to look at what y'all doing and before we call it dumb and idiotic? Women are even saying feminism has failed them, and we've been telling them that since first wave.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it what it is, man. I'm gonna call it what it is. You know, we don't care. I don't care. They could look at it as I don't already gave up. The same way these women dating coaches gave up on these sisters, I didn't gave up trying to play nice. You know what I mean? They let the littlest words that I say out my mouth offend them, and then they go around and play that WAP song, and they play Throat Baby, and they play Loop, and all this shit.
Uh
But
huh.
as soon as
Uh
I
huh.
say something truthful, oh, it's negative and it's hurting. It's no, so I don't play those games with them.
No.
If it don't apply, you let it fly. But you start bucking at it, then I know that you benefit from the lies.
See, dog. Like what people don't understand is, we dealing with a serious epidemic. It's such a big problem that you know, we have a red pill community. We got a community that's against what these women are doing. I live in a state that's the number one in promiscuity, especially with women. I live in Florida, close to Miami. Okay, so I get to see firsthand what happens over here. I've gotten to experience with a lot of women over here firsthand. I was in the passenger seat. I was in the driver's seat. I was in all angles. You know what I'm saying? This is just how women are. So when you look at the dating market today, okay, when you look at the dating market today, we can say men make their mistakes. We can say men are, you know, going astray in certain circumstances, but who's actually really like causing the true contingency and who's messing up legacy and families? We could put the percentage on women, and we could put that more than 50%. What I'm saying is, women are not being raised as wives. Women are not being told what they need to do at the ages they need to be told that. Once a woman is 15, 16, 17, she starts to be told things like a man's supposed to do this and that for you. If he can't do that for you, then he's not the right one for you, while being told, make sure you take care of yourself, etc., etc. We got an epidemic of that in South Florida. As a matter of fact, damn near, I think it's about like a 70% rate of women over here, black women in the black community, they are enrolled in colleges. They are enrolled in nursing. They are enrolled in, schools that where they want to have their PhDs, et cetera, et cetera. So we got a plethora of these women over here in Florida. And I'm looking at that and I see that's a big issue. But none of these women are telling these women that. None of these women are telling them this is not the way to go. They're telling them, just like these ones that resigned. I'm pretty sure they had plenty successful women coming there looking for coaching, and they didn't tell them you fucked up because of your career and your choices. They tell them look for the man that's best for you. That's all they tell them. And I'm here, and we're here to say that that's not what it is. Women are here to be a man's help me. I think the roles have actually really reversed, where men have become how women should be, and women have become how men should be.
Definitely the roles are reversed, but it's all about design. It's all about design. I remember last year I did a video telling guys about the tight clothes. You remember? It started with the dressing. It started with the dressing. Dudes started wearing spandex jeans. And you know what I mean? It's all feminized. The men are
Metrosexual,
feminized. The men are
all that fuck
feminized. You
shit.
got to look at it. 71% of women, all they know how to do is teach their sons how to dress and how to look good and how to buy Balenciagos and how to keep his hair cut. You know what I mean? Pretty shit. Dress him up like a Barbie doll. That's all
Right.
71% women can teach their son.
Uh-huh.
They can't teach him how not to cheat on a woman. They can't teach him how to be a man. There's so many things that they can't teach him, but yet they still want to take this role of I could do it all by myself. And they see that it's fucked up. I
Right.
mean, when you
Right.
have when you have the mother of a school shooter throw her student a party, that lets you know where we're
Oh
going
my
at. When you
god.
have when you have people condoning when you have people condoning just I don't care, it's about hip hop. But the man just said he don't care about African Bambaataa touching little boys. But we don't care. It's about hip hop. It's great for hip hop. I
Right.
don't give a fuck what's great for hip hop. Did you not hear what this dude is condoning?
Hey,
You know what
that's
I mean?
another show, by the way, Mr. Goodbread. That's a whole nother show. I know exactly what you're talking about, and I had a big problem with that.
Right.
Big
You
problem.
know what I mean? But like I said, we ain't gonna hold everybody. We know it's Wednesday night and we done hit an hour. And I know you guys gotta get on home. You guys gotta travel and you guys gotta come back to class tomorrow. All right. So we're
Fact.
gonna let the dean take us on out and put a nice little finishing touch on this
Right.
thumbnail.
All
Dean,
day.
That's
take it
right. That's
over.
right. That's right. First off, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. It's Mr. OKR. You already know what time it is. Okay, let's talk about it. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, listen to the message. Y'all make sure y'all follow Mr. Goodbread. All them good things. And we are out.
And we
Peace.
out, guys. Thanks again.
Peace.
Peace.